Walsh. Hey, you should check out cricket. It's a cool game. If you know rounders, well, definitely you've got an idea of how it works, I guess, right? I guess. Even though, you see, again, I'd have an idea of rounders. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I have an idea of rounders, but then again, that didn't help me when I was playing. No, it didn't. It didn't help me at all, actually. I'm talking out of my ass here, man. Completely out of my ass. But guys, yeah, you should check out cricket. I mean, we even had a girl play with us there. One of the guys, he brought his daughter along. I would say she was probably 10, 11, maybe 12. You know, and she jumped in and she was just catching the ball and, you know, doing small stuff, you know, which is grand. But she had a great time, you know, and, it can be a very, very social thing. It is. What am I saying? It is a very, very social thing. And let me just have a look at some of the comments here. Dara, what? No way you can play cricket in Ireland? Yeah, cricket is a big game in Ireland. It's quite a big game, as far as I know, anyway. Apparently, cricket's the second biggest sport in the world. Can you believe that? Kind of makes sense, I suppose, too. Because I suppose there's a lot of Indians that watch it, right, and play it. And there's a huge population in India, so I'd say that all of the Indians watch it. They've got Australia, New Zealand, England, Ireland. I don't know what other countries. I'm not very knowledgeable now in cricket, so don't get me wrong here. But second biggest sport in the world. I was shocked to hear that. Shocked. And Dara's on here on TikTok saying, what? Yeah. Shocked, right? It's unbelievable. Even unbelievable. Caroline even had a girl. It's mostly girls play rounders in Ireland. Well, fair enough. But I think maybe I'm wrong on the game. So what we kind of grew up on with rounders. I could be thinking of a different game entirely so. Because we used to play something that had similarities with cricket. But, anyway, I just gotta let it go, Peter. Let it go. Jesus. But, So, like, sorry guys, I'm just drinking my bottle of Coke here. But, yeah, guys, take a chance. The evenings are getting better now in the summertime. Got time to get out in the nighttime. Fucking go for a walk, you know? This remote working business, guys, it's not doing us any favors here. You know, remote working is, I personally think remote working is screwing up the dating world entirely. Right, I even had a conversation with somebody about this actually on the Friday night of the cricket game. And it was, what were we discussing? That it's just so tough right now. It's so tough right now for a lot of people out there. You're sitting in your PJs at home. You're sitting in your shorts, your dressing gown, making your cups of tea. And yeah, there's some advantages to it. And we've spoken about remote working, I think, on the podcast before. Maybe we have. I'm sure we have. But we're getting lazy, guys. We're getting lazy. You know? And it's not good. It's not good. I mean, I remember this one girl I know here. She just works in the office block, right next door to our studio here. And she said that she got out of coronavirus. She basically loved remote working. She thought, and then she said, actually, I loved it until I realized I didn't when I came back to the office. I said, what do you mean? And she says, I thought I loved it. You know, I just relax at home, don't have to worry about anybody, don't have to worry about any dipshits in the office or anything like this, don't have to get into the traffic, and she just did her work and got used to it. And then she went, yeah, I thought it was awesome. But then she had to come, she was forced back to work, I think, in her office. And she was kind of like, oh no, she didn't want to go back. She was kind of, not dreading it, but there was a bit like, ugh, do we really have to go back to the office? Jesus. And the moment she got back, she said the very moment she got back to the office, she was way happier in herself. And I was like, wow. I said, like, are we talking like the first half an hour you walked into the office? Or are you talking, you know, the first 30 seconds? What? She goes, within the first 2 seconds of getting back into the office, I was so much happier. And I went, wow, there you go. That just shows you, like, that just really shows you. And if you are stuck at home, guys, and you have to remote work, well then okay, I get it. But, you know, get out for some walks. Get out, play a game of cricket. Play a game of fucking rounders, you know. Even if it is for girls. Whatever it is. But just get out there. Get out there. Get on a date if you can. Try and go for a date. Even if you're not into the person that much. Who cares? You know, it's a date. No big deal. It's not, I wouldn't say that you'd be, I mean, look, Jesus, you don't go on a date that you have like zero interest in someone, all right? Because that's just being selfish and just, you know, because the other person could have an invested interest of meeting someone and you're screwing it up for them. So that wouldn't be right now, of course. But, you know, if you're a bit kind of like, well, yeah, she's hot, he's hot, and you're not sure still, I'd still go for it because you never know what could happen on the date. You might turn around and go, holy Jesus, John, this guy John, he's unbelievable. I really like him. He's very charming. He's very classy. He's better looking than I thought. He's funnier than I thought. You know? So I think it is worth taking a chance, taking a step. Play some cricket. Play some cricket with dating. Do you know what I mean? Get out there and bowl some bats or bat some balls, guys, in the dating world, for God's sake. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about today as well, guys. And actually, I want to hear from you guys on TikTok on this one. I just got over the flu, and actually going to the cricket game the other day, I was actually just getting over the flu. I was in pieces there one day. Feel a bit, well, you're going to feel a bit down and soul destroyed, right? Because you're the one that got dumped. Now, that's not a good feeling. Number two, your pride is going to be is hurt. Your ego's hurt. You're just hurt in general. You don't know where to go. So that's not going to help when you're sitting there and discussing their next love life or their next relationship. I mean, what are you going to do? Sit there and go, so, hey, John, so how's the love life? Oh, it's great. Oh, really? Oh, right. Guarantee you're saying in your head, yeah, motherfucker, you dumped me and so she's better than me, is she? That's what's going to be going through your fucking head, right? It's going to be killing you. It's going to be tormenting you. Now, what if you're the guy that let's say you're the person that dumped that person now, right? Let's flip it around. Now you're that person who dumped the other. So now what happens? Right? You obviously dumped this person for a reason, whether you're not attracted to the person anymore, or she's a bitch, or he's an asshole, you know, whichever way it is. Or they cheated on you, or, you know, something. There is a negative feeling to that person to a degree. Right? Okay, that's why you dumped the person, yes? And you going to sit there as well, you know, discussing love life? Are you going to be giving the other person, like, hey, you know, giving them tips on how to, because you feel so bad that you dumped them, that you're giving them tips or trying to help them to get a new boyfriend or girlfriend? Like, the other person should be telling you, F off here. I just don't see any advantage whatsoever. And even if you had a nice, you know, breakup and it was very healthy, okay, I can understand maybe if, you know, you can see the person as a nice person, but there's something wrong with them as well, right? Now let's have a look what some people are saying here. Dara, yeah, me and my ex have a kid together. We're good friends, but don't see each other 3 times a week. Yeah. And look, hey, Jesus, if you've got kids with your ex, well, of course you want to make sure that you have got a good relationship with your ex, right? Because you want to see your child. You just want everything to go smoothly, right? It's good. It's better for the kid too. And if you are actually, speaking of breaking up now, I love the way the conversation just goes to God only knows. But your kids are going to be grand, first of all. I mean, I'm coming from a place where my parents are divorced. And they initially broke up when I was, 12 or 13? But we all knew it was for the best. They're happier people being away from each other. Now, and the good news is it was actually a very, very good and honest breakup in terms of there wasn't any violence or anything like that, thank God. They just didn't get on. Simple as that. You know, people just don't. And, you know, it is smoother, of course, if you got kids, if you can get on with them. You know, I know some guys out there that they've got crazy ex-girlfriends, and they hold kids like they're hostages towards their father. And then it's the other way around. Obviously, some guys can be complete a-holes to the woman, and the woman is like, what's going on with this guy? Oh my God. You know, there's bitterness there with some people. Men are women. There can be bitterness. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good. And so where did we end up with this girl anyway? So the girl says to me that she meets the guy 3 times a week. He's very good to her daughter. I mean, why would you want your daughter being around this guy? You know, I'm not going down the sexual predator here. No, I'm not going down that route. No. But what I mean is, like, why would you just want her anywhere near the guy? You know, that's not fair on her either. On the daughter or the son, if you have a son. Because then, what if the daughter and son love the guy that you broke up with, or he broke up with you? What if they are looking for a new daddy? You know? And that's giving them hope. You're not the only person on board here. You're taking on water here on your boat, if you want to call it that. It's not. I don't think it's very healthy, guys. I really don't. I just don't see any positive, except if you've got kids, you want to get on with them, right? And of course, it doesn't mean that you gotta be friends with your ex. You know, it doesn't. You just get on with them. You know what I mean? Just keep things civil. Keep things civil. Anyway, so guys, we're going to close it off today. And I hope there was some use, especially for cricketer and trying new things and hot toddies. Definitely, guys, the cure for the flu. Hot bloody toddies. And it clears up the chest too as well, I noticed. You know, it's like a wonder drug, hot toddies. It's amazing. And of course, hey, if you get a little bit drunk and get a little tipsy, more the better, huh? Definitely. So guys, I'm going to stay on TikTok here with you, but for now, we're going to sign off on the podcast. And thanks for listening or watching today, guys. Bye-bye.
Peter. Walsh.